what is Jesus' mindset? If we got to have the mindset of Jesus, we need to know what the mindset of Jesus was. And so here's what the Apostle Paul said. He said, who, meaning Jesus, being in the very nature God, did not consider equality with God something to be used to his own advantage. Do you see that? Jesus is fully God, always has been, always will be. John in his gospel said this. He said, in the beginning was the Word, Jesus Christ. He was with God, he was God. Jesus has been God, is God, always will be God for all eternity. But then the unthinkable happened. God, in the person of Jesus, the second person of the Trinity, stepped out of heaven, came to earth, took on the form of a human being, took on humanity. God became man. And then the inconceivable happened. This man who is fully God, whose identity is deity, did not use the privileges of his deity for his own advantage. Now, who does that? Who walks through this life not using every advantage they have at their disposal? Someone who doesn't have Jesus' mindset. This takes a different mindset. Not the world's mindset, but God's mindset. And then Paul talks a little bit more about what this mindset is. He says this, rather, instead of doing that, instead of using the divinity he had at his disposal for his own selfish reasons, Paul says, rather, he made himself nothing by taking the very nature of a servant, being made in human likeness, and being found in appearance as a man. He humbled himself by becoming obedient to death, even death on the cross. This phrase, he made himself nothing, scholars call it the kenosis. It comes from the word that the Apostle Paul used to describe this truth. And here's the essence of what the kenosis is. When the second person, when Jesus Christ stepped out of heaven and into our world on this earth, he took on humanity. He didn't jettison his divinity. He maintained his deity, but he added humanity. And when he did that, he made a decision. And this is the kenosis. He made a decision. He made a decision to set aside, the better word is empty, to set aside his own prerogative and take advantage of the advantages and the potential and the divine rights that he had as God, and he refused to use those for his own benefit. Well, if he refused to use them for his own benefit, why did he do that? Well, he did it to fulfill God's purpose to become the Savior of the world. See, the essence behind this principle is that Jesus left his position, his rank, and his privilege to rescue us from our sin. That is humility. Humility is leveraging all that I am and all that I have, just like Jesus did, for the benefit of God, for the glory of God, and for the benefit of others, to rescue us from our sin, to give us forgiveness and freedom and life.